Welcome to Kimberly Ann Crafts. Today we're doing plastic bag flowers. So take your plastic bag and cut it into strips after folding it. You'll be able to take these strips out and stretch them to a circle. Using your prim flower loom or something similar, stretch the strips over the pegs, the outside pegs to begin with. Do this nice and neatly and fold over any excess into the centre. Next, take your second colour, or the same colour if you wish, and start to cut new strips. You'll be threading these around the centre pegs on your flower loom. To make the flower even neater is to loop the new colour through the excess of the old colour. You can see I'm doing this here. You basically take it through and then loop the plastic through the loop of the second colour. Then reorganise it, tidy it back up and keep threading. Try and show this all in slow motion. Remember to twist your loop before going back on itself, otherwise it'll be too loose and look a mess. There are of course several different things you can do with the flower loom with plastic bags. You can cut the ends, you can change the colours, you can make it looser or tighter, or even thinner. I've used one loop per section, going forward until the loop runs out, but you could just keep moving on to the next section and it would be thinner overall. When we've got the two layers, we're going to sew them together with a simple back stitch. We'll just use another piece of plastic as the thread. Sew it onto, thread it onto a needle and sellotape one end to your prim loom. Keep it nice and secure as you thread it all through. Up through the back, across one, and down through the front. Then go forward one and do the same, and then forward two, back one, forward two, back one, forward two. This will make sure there's a smooth running stitch all the way through. Now this will form a nice circle, but we're going to make it even stronger and even more attractive with a second circle of stitches. And this will be more complicated. If you run out of your plastic thread, don't worry, you can just take it to the back, unsellotape your original string and tie the two together in a knot. Then you can restart with a new thread. Now we're going to start in the second layer. It looks like this. We go up between two petals, and then along 3.5 and go down between at the center of a petal. Then we go back 2, go in between the petals, along 3.5, go down in the middle of a petal. And we continue like this all the way around. When we get to the end, it would actually look a little bit disjointed, so we're going to thread underneath our original starting threads. And I'll show you that in slow motion here. Instead of counting along 3.5, we're actually going to go in the place where 3.5 is, but we're going to go underneath the string that we've already used. Here we're going underneath the orange thread and then down through the middle of the petal. Come back as normal and then count along and make sure you go underneath. And then it shows that the pattern is less disjointed and it looks more natural. Tie off your thread, cut off the excess and then gently peel it off the flower loom. You end up with a beautiful plastic bag flower. Here's a little bit of upcycling to help you on your way.